So you want to win in this country. I'm going to give you reasons why the system was never designed for you as a woman to win. Okay? As a woman, you were born into layers of system that weren't created with you in mind, but to control you, contain you, and define you. Everything you are doing, consciously or subconsciously, is designed to meet another person's need outside yours. It's only when a woman is self-aware that's when she does things that pleases herself. The system, not just the Nigerian system, but the system anywhere else, it wasn't designed to nurture your voice, but to silence it. They don't want to hear what you have in mind. That's why you see they say women, they talk too much. They don't want to hear about your dreams. Okay? They want you to be obedient. That's why you see they capitalize so much on a woman's character. You don't see them treat men like that. They always tell it to women. If you have a bad character, no one will marry you. You must be humble. If you want to stay in your husband's house, you must be humble. You must be respectful. Forgetting that respect is earned. The system wasn't structured for your liberation, but to limit you, to confine you to one aspect. I'm going to name it for you. So from the home to the church, school, marriage, culture, what is expected of you has always been be humble, quiet, available, be less. So your gender was pre-written into a script you never agreed to. One where your value depends on how well you play the roles handed to you. So no, the system was not built for you to win. It was built to use you, then shame you if you wanted more. So let me list a couple of things that you might not be aware about how the system keeps you from winning. When I mean winning for yourself, for your self-gratification. As a woman, the educational system doesn't teach you power, social hierarchy. You were taught to sit still and be a good girl. Have you ever seen where they groom you to be a bold girl? If you have, then you're lucky. I've seen some schools teach women how to lead, but not in the way that's practicable. They also teach you to be ambitious. That's fake, because they rarely support a woman or a girl that is ambitious when she gets to a marriageable age. You start hearing things like, you should slow down a bit so you get someone to marry you. This is common. This is common information. Everybody knows this. Then another system that keeps you from winning is the religious shame. They shame you. Religion shames you. One is you are told that your desires are dangerous. You cannot come out and desire a man, just like how men desire women. You cannot come out and say you like sex. You enjoy it. You hide, or you can only say it among other women. or not. If you are too confident in yourself, like you believe yourself, you know, that kind of thing, you believe yourself, you might be termed as proud, too quiet, or you're lazy. That's if you don't tend to come out or speak to people. You are trained to be a helper. Not in your own story, but for other people, especially for men. Then you come to the family, also the church and the family. They teach you submission over selfhood. They fly it over your head every moment in time. Submit. They groom you for marriages before you even thought your self-worth, your self-gratification, the power of your inner being. You've already been groomed for marriage. We hear it all the time in our houses. As a woman, you know you have to do this so that your husband will, so that this will. And it's supposed to go both ways. This is common information. In many homes, your opinions are dismissed while your labor is demanded. You are told to endure, be patient, not to evolve. You're always being patient. If you notice, it's only women that are named Patience. Have you ever heard a man called Patience? But I've heard a man called Blessing. I've never heard a man called Patience in my life. Only women. Culture worships sacrifice. The strong woman label glorifies women who suffer in silence. So all of you saying you are a strong woman, I always tell myself, or when people look at me and see me doing some kind of things and they call me strong woman, I say I'm not a strong woman. I'm just doing what an adult is supposed to do. Don't call me that. You are applauded for staying in broken places as long as you smile. That's why you see a lot of our parents, our mothers, our aunties, they don't tell us the truth. They don't tell us their emotions, how they feel in silence, how they've been treated. They use it to even bully us. You are expected to give, even when nothing is left of you. I've heard a man say, as a man or as a wife, you're supposed to forgive your husband, and even though he keeps messing up, you keep, uplifting him. You are supposed to uplift your husband. That's not a bad thing. But when it's not reciprocated, then it becomes dangerous, because I'm pouring into you, but I'm getting nothing in return. Then we're now at the time where the media is everywhere. It keeps you comparing. You are told you're not beautiful enough because of this and that, not successful enough. All of this BBL and all of this cosmetic surgery. The percentage of women that engage in such things are more than men. Again, having those is not a bad thing. If you're someone that are in the media and you want a certain look, probably for your business or for your audience, then fine, go for it. Let's look into ourselves and ask ourselves, I hope I'm not doing this because I'm insecure, or for someone else to applaud me, or to make me feel like I'm beautiful. So what do you do to break out and to win? You have to question the narrative. Don't let anybody fool you. We all come to this life through birth, and we live through death. Everyone, regardless of gender. Just because you're a man or you're a woman doesn't mean you're going to be buried differently. It's the same thing. So let me list a couple of things that you can do to break out and win. Your worth is not tied to being married by 30 or by 25. Except that's what you really want. If you desire to have a family, to nurture a family, to celebrate, to be happy, it should be a personal desire, not a push. And you have to question and ask yourself, who benefits when I'm quiet just to be respectable? just to be respectable. Who benefits? Me. If you are in a setting or in a job environment that require you to be respectful, then go for it. You need it. It benefits you because respect will also be given to you. But when you're not in that kind of setting, especially family setting, and you are being disrespected, not just by men, by older women especially. Most of the time, the women are being bullied most of the time by other women. You have to speak up for yourself. Defend yourself. That's how you break out. So that next time, they know not to talk to you like that, okay? Then you have to redefine your femininity on your terms. How do you look at yourself? You can be gentle and be powerful in yourself. You can be nurturing, right? And be assertive. You can be both. Speak up. Speak up on what you want, what you believe. Stand up for yourself. You don't need to choose between being a woman and being whole. Do you understand what I mean? As a woman, please, as a Nigerian woman, please learn systems so you can master them. Learn finances. Learn how policies affect women. People are just talking about feminism, and I see a lot of Nigerian women, they don't understand true meaning. They are not liberated. Some of them are using the feminism as a personal, for selfish reasons, without learning the system or mastering the policy of the system. Learn the platforms where your voice matters. Learn how to communicate effectively to drive your point so you can be heard and stand your ground when you know you're correct. Knowledge that you see is no longer a luxury. Don't be knowledgeable because you want to seem smart in front of men. Don't be knowledgeable because you just want to look smart. Your life depends on your knowledge. You need the knowledge to survive. Your life literally depends on it. Another thing you have to do for you to be able to break out is you have to heal. When I mean childhood, a lot of women know what I'm talking about. Abuse, exploitation, sexual abuse. A lot of women know what I'm talking about. You have to heal and liberate yourself. You cannot rebuild your life with the same pain that broke you. You have to rise above whatever it is, the humiliation, the shame, rise above it, the name calling, everything. Then you have to surround yourself with women who are walking in freedom. If not, you'll be sucked back into the system. You're not crazy. Just know that you are waking up. Surround yourself with women who are done shrinking. So I've told you what to do. So let me tell you what not to do. Do not wait for permission to rise. You already have a voice. Use it. Nobody will hand you your power. Nobody will speak for you unless you speak for yourself. You need to tell others how you wish to be treated, okay? If you don't, people will assume. It's like when I meet men or some women and I notice the way they speak to me or the things that they think that are acceptable to women. And I often ask them, what are the type of women that you meet that makes you think that this character is acceptable? And when they want to treat me in a certain way, I let them know that you can't treat me like that because it's not acceptable to me. I don't know the people you must have met before, but you are meeting me. And they make a statement. They say, but I thought all girls like this. No. All girls don't like this. Please. So I need to speak if I endure, or if I want to seem like a respectful person, you will keep assuming everyone like what you're doing. But that's not the case. I always speak up for myself to both men and both women so they know who I am. And when I come the next time, you know, this is what this person tolerates and this is what they don't. I stand up for myself. Most of the time to women, I stand up to them and tell them this is not acceptable to me. I don't care how old you are, but I won't accept this. Don't let religion silence your growth. Okay? Those questions that you want to ask, but you are afraid, remember that the God you serve is not intimidated by your questions. Man can be intimidated by your questions. That's why you need to walk away sometimes. Because God is not. Because just think about yourself. Think about it. Jesus is the teacher. And he's ready to answer any questions that anybody come with, the disciples or anybody. But a pastor can't. Sometimes they will be angry. Sometimes they will shut you down. Sometimes they will tell you, what are you talking about? Sometimes we say, as a woman, you're not even supposed to talk like that. But your Father in heaven is not intimidated by your questions. The system that was built can be, but God is not. Don't glorify endurance in toxic environments. Surviving abuse is not your ministry. You did not come here to survive abuse from anybody. That's not the reason why God created you. You did not come here to survive abuse. For what? Because you're a woman, so you have to survive. You have to endure. You have to be patient. So that they can call you a strong woman. Or so that they can have a pity party on you. Then you will live on your own with the trauma. Then you end up being a bitter woman or a bitter mother-in-law or whatever, or a bitter grandma. Don't glorify endurance in toxic environments. Okay? Living doesn't mean you're a bad woman. It makes you a wise one. Walk away. If the environment is too toxic for you and it's affecting your mental health, you can't think, you can't work, you are losing yourself bit by bit. You can't even apply makeup in the morning. You can't even be pretty. You don't have the time for it. I see women that are so pretty when they get married, everything changes. Their face is different. They are fat. They can't go. Like, everything just ends. And their life revolves around taking care of their husband and their kid. But you forget that the person you're taking care of is a mature adult. And then women in her corner, which is maybe sisters, will tell her this is the role of a woman. You've just been lured into the system. Stand up for yourself. Don't waste your power on proving your worth. Okay? You don't need to deserve dignity. You were born with it. You don't need to prove something. You were born. Do you know who you are in Christ? For you to lower your standards? You are worthy. Don't let anybody tell you your worth. You are worthy. Do not apologize for evolving. Growth will make others uncomfortable, but freedom is worth it. Let me tell you something. Growth is constant. Evolution and evolving in yourself is liberation. As a human being, you see, they don't say anything when a man is evolving. Nobody questions it. But when a woman is evolving, they'll say it's because she's having money. You can be evolving, right, and be broke. But your mindset is evolving. So when you become rich, you know how to act. So don't sit there and be like, I don't want to show that I'm too wise. Or I don't want to show that I now know some things that I didn't know before. Let people know that you are not that kind of person that you were yesterday. You are a brand new person. You can be this person today, but you are not the same person. There are some information that you now have that's, guiding your steps. You're not the same person. Let them know. So if they are treating you in a certain way before, and now that you know yourself or you've elevated in your knowledge, and you see that the way they are treating you was indirectly insulting, but as at then you didn't realize because you were not knowledgeable enough, call it out. Don't be quiet. to abuse. Okay? So you were born into this world that handed you rules before you even knew who you are, what dreams felt like. They told you to be quiet, to be small, grateful. To who? For what? But now you know better, and now you can choose better. Your strength is not how well you obey, but how boldly you break free.